the growth that I'm telling you about right now, let's make sure that the concepts we're using in the United States are the same concepts you're using here.
Yeah.
Now, real estate goes up for one of two reasons: supply and demand, and inflation. Now, supply and demand, we'll look at that first. We've talked about you've got a limited supply of land here in London, especially. I don't see any vacant lots. They're non-existent. There's no land. There's no place to park. I mean, you go down the street and you can drive for 2 hours. There's no parking spaces. They have a limited supply of land. Now, what happens to the price of anything when you got an increased demand and a limited supply? The price goes which way? Up. Okay. That's why the prices are so high here. Now, talking about, she said we can learn from the United States. I'm learning from here. When you have a limited supply, increased demand, the price is going to go up. I'm in the United States. I'm in California, where you have all this appreciation. Everybody says, hey, this has got to stop someplace. When will it stop? And I come over here and they're saying, it's not. It's going to keep going. And there is no, if you're in California, you're in New York, you're in these expensive places, it's not going to go down. It's going to continue to go up from the supply and demand. Now let's talk about the second thing, inflation. Now, inflation does not mean that things become more valuable. It means it takes more and more money to buy the same thing. Now, inflation is when our governments lose track and lose control of the pound, the dollar. Now, when you're talking about an exchange rate, $2 US to get $1 or £1 over here, it wasn't always that way.
No.
Okay, one time it was the reverse, somewhat, wasn't it?
It was for many years. It was almost 1-on-1.
1-on-1.
Yeah. And then there was a time when the dollar was slightly more expensive than the pound. So things are always changing. But then I think over the last 8 years, the pound and the dollar were almost on a 1-on-1. They were almost on par. But obviously, I think all across the world, the value of the US dollar has plummeted.
Now let's see. We never do something political, but you said 8 years. Now that one in America, that would be like 2 presidential.
That was not done for political reason.
Okay, well, we will go through a change, undoubtedly. We're going to go through a political change in America, and we're hoping, I want all of you to vote for someone who can change and make our dollar stronger. And then as the dollar becomes stronger, what you will find is that our investments are becoming more and more stable, that we can depend on.